And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, for another show with my brother, mentor, BMT, man. How you doing?
What up? What up? What up? What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much, man. It's of course, we talked on the phone for a little bit, and the Rayshard Brooks. Did you do some of your research on this?
Yes, I did some.
Okay,
Actually, I looked it over a
okay.
lot of stuff.
Okay, and it was kind of disturbing me a little bit because I was just like, dang, maybe not as disturbing as George Floyd. I mean, they're both, died, but George Floyd died in a slowly painful death. And so when I look at this, I'm like Rayshard Brooks. So, the gentleman, 27 years of age, he was intoxicated or whatever. Say he was coming from North Carolina or somewhere with some family, intoxicated. So usually in that situation, I mean, it happens all the time, people in public areas, but I think he was at Wendy's for a while, and they ended up calling him. What up, Levon? They ended up calling him, and it's like, okay, what is this individual doing? So of course they had to get the cops involved. And what it seemed like, I'm going to play the video a little bit, because the whole video, see, to get other people's perspective. But what was really going on is that he was there, and he seemed kind of compliant at first. Like he was drunk because his speech was slurred and everything, and the cops approached him, try to de-escalate the situation. And I was like, okay,
Right.
well, everyone is in the right in this particular moment, and he was doing everything he can. I mean, the cops didn't go in there and beat him, so he decided to take a breathalyzer test, right? So sobriety test, and he failed. And before he took a test, he was just trying to figure out, okay, like, do you have anyone to pick you up? Do you have anyone, where you live? Where do you go? And these are the right questions that you're supposed to ask, man. You try to de-escalate situations as much as possible, man. I mean, running this place, all that type of stuff. And because the thing is, you don't want to go out and drive, right? If he's intoxicated, he has maybe a possibility that's a vehicle that he can kill. He can kill people with that, so
Right.
I
Right.
understand, right? So I kind of understand from the cops' perspective on that. They had to do it. They can't just let him go like that. Then they'd be on their conscience. Oh, he got into a car accident and killed like 2 people. So that happens a lot. People get died from drunk driving. So they end up, he failed the test, right? So they end up try to put him arrest, and so he ended up resisting arrest and running away now, which is a federal crime. You cannot do that. Once you're under arrest, you cannot just run away. But he ended up tussling them down, man. It was like he wrestled the 2 officers down and ended up taking their taser. And I was like, okay. Now I know people like, well, tasers are not a deadly weapon. I mean, yeah, but you still can do some damage to an individual. You can paralyze them. Because the thing is, though, if he would have got the best of that officer, he could have paralyzed him and took his gun and shot him and killed him. That has happened. So I mean, the cops, like I said, it's a gray area, man. I mean, the cops had to act fast. Did they had to kill him? I mean, I don't know, but it is sad that the brother had to lose his life. But I mean, Rayshard Brooks was kind of in the wrong in that, man. And I was just like, damn, like even then, if he was just allowed to arrest him, I just think he probably would have been detained for maybe a day or maybe 30 days or so. That's at least, that's the max. But probably for a day or so, then he probably get out, when the system was out, and he has somebody to pick him up, and he probably going about his business. And I think he probably be living to this day. But the split second when he decided to resist the arrest, I think that was like a bad move on him, and taking the taser, and because he turned around and tried to shoot at him, right? He probably thought it was a weapon, thought it was a gun. And that was the intent right there. So cops was like, okay, yeah, I got to go ahead and do what I got to do. So of course, before I play the video and everything, what is your everything I said though? But what is your perspective on that? Do you think the cops were justified?
Um. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't excuse stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people might get mad at me for saying that, but it is what it is. And the reason why I say what I'm saying is for the fact that this man, he could have been alive today. He could have been.
Mm-hmm.
However, that was not the case. He fought the cops and for their gun, and we gotta look at what happened. And he they I watched the video, and they were speaking with him. They would talk with him. They were laughing and talking back and forth, conversing.
Right.
But they also let him know, like, hey man, like, we can't just let you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, and I've had family who have drunk drive. They usually have to if they now for a sobriety test,
Right.
excuse me, they usually ask you would you like to? Which I believe, if you watch the film,
He said
they
that.
asked him,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to take a sobriety test?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when they ask you that, they'll bring it up in court. You agreed to the test. You agreed to take the sobriety test.
Exactly.
And it's saying that they're like, okay, so since you agreed to that, then guess what? I can give you the test. And when they gave him the test, which he failed, so he was copacetic. He was in his he. I know he was drunk, and I've gotten to that level. But a part of you is still conscious, and that's the thing about that kind of go away because he was conscious enough to know what he was doing because he was explaining the whole story to them. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I came from there. So he was telling them everything. So they
Yeah.
were like, okay, so we know he not, slurring his speech. He's having a conversation. He's telling us all this head stuff, and they weren't beating him, choking him, or anything. And he was like, I understand. You got to do what you got to do. And they're like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
But and it happens that when you do have these set conversations that okay, I'm just doing my job, don't bust my chops. He started fighting them randomly, and I think that's where they got confused. Like, what's going on? Like, you just told us to do this. Now all of a sudden, you fighting us, and not only that, you gotta understand, uh, cops when it comes to I hear this a lot when I speak to people. They always talk about, well, when a cop, why don't they shoot for the hand? Why don't they
Shoot him in the leg, that type of
shoot
stuff,
for the
right?
leg and all that type of
I'm not
stuff?
taught that.
It's right. Majority of people who are taught with firearms, yourself and myself included, uh, they teach you to do what? Shoot center mass. Shoot center mass.
Just one to the head, yeah.
So that's it's the thing to hit. Nobody's taught to take out no shooting on hand or shoot it out or this ain't no Wild Wild West movie. This is real life.
Right.
So if you pull out a knife on a cop, they're going to pull. If you pull out a knife on a cop, they're going to shoot.
Yes.
If you pull out anything that can do that cop body harm, a crowbar, a sword, or anything, I'm just being honest, and it's not like, well, I've seen white people. Listen, man, I get it. Because I know that's in the chat, but understand, you play the game, and I mean, I'm just being honest, and I'm not trying to blame this on black people, but if I know somebody's at my house drinking, right, I usually don't let them leave.
Exactly. That's something, and I'm glad you brought that up because my dad, he was a cop, and he was just saying like, yeah, that's kind of crazy because that's accountability right there,
Right.
because he said like you say, he was at some party or whatever, and I'm looking like, okay, well, because you think about it, when you order alcoholic beverages, right, at a restaurant, you're not allowed to take it with you because of
No, you're not.
accountability issues, right? It's just simple things like that. Even if you throw a party, even if you throw a party, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you got underage people that's underage 21 drinking and they go out and do stupid stuff, then you're gonna be responsible. So, and it's kind of sad, like, like then this family like could have avoided all of this. They was like, hey, don't go out, stay still, don't operate in a vehicle. I don't know, it's just a lot of lack of accountability issues that was going on.
It was like I said, but for the most part, since there's this is not the fault of the city. Like I said, don't worry, I'm not gonna cut up too much on Young's channel, but I'm gonna say that this is not the fault of the city.
Right.
This is when the people had to be my brother's keeper. And what I mean by that, I'm saying that this is when if I'm drinking, Lake is supposed to step up and say, bro, you can't go nowhere. Nah, I'm gonna go home. No, you're not. You're going, give me them keys.
I remember a long. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, just give me the keys. And I've had my Duke Out fest and my slug fest with my friends that didn't want to hand over the keys, and and I've had to take it from them, and it got a little physical. But guess what? When they wake up and they might have a swollen head or something like that, I'm like, guess what? You know what? You're alive today.
I remember years ago, when I was like, I think I was about 21, 22. So that was over my cousin's house and everything, man. And it was like a Christmas party. It was something going on. So I was there, man. We was there from like at least, I think from like 10:30 at night to like at least 1, 2 in the morning or whatever. You know, I had a few drinks and everything. And I was like, all right, cuz I'm about to head out. He was like, oh no, like, it's like you too drunk, man. Like, kind of chill out. Just you're like, you don't got work in the morning, just chill at my place and you just leave tomorrow morning. I was like, you for real? He was like, yeah, man, because I just would feel bad in my conscience if something happened to you because you really drunk, man, and you get into an accident. You say your parents is going to kill me, man. So just kind of chill out, man. I know you grown. That's what he said. You 21, but listen, just kind of chill out for a little bit. Let the alcohol get out your system and, you can go home. And I was looking like, damn, at first I was looking like, I'm a grown ass man. Why is this dude keep telling me, I got to, stay hostage in this house? But then again, I think about it. I was like, man, that makes sense though, because he was looking out for me. And I'm glad he did that. It's that's just it's just little things like that. So I don't know if he had like a bad relationship with his people didn't care about him. It's just something that you don't do, man. I just feel like if you care for an individual, you will take an initiative like, okay, listen, just stay here, be safe. It's gonna be all right. Don't go on the freeway, don't be doing all this type of stuff. You're not coming to the drive right now. So and it's just interesting here, like that one decision that he decides to drink and be intoxicated and resist arrest. It caused the officers to lose their job, caused people, to lose actually other places like Wendy's. I mean, damn, they burn down the Wendy's. You got, Atlanta is Black utopia, man. It's a lot of African Americans that work there, and there's white people. There's a lot of white people there. It's like kind of 50-50, but for the most part, man, a lot of African Americans, man, work in these type of establishments. And what about them? Now they out of work because of somebody else's decisions, because you guys angry. Now, before I get into that though, I heard that Black people did not do the arson. It was a white woman. It was someone else, so that's a whole different thing too. So I'm looking like, okay, so you got these extremists out here. They burning down buildings, right? When the individual get killed by the cops or a black person get killed by the cops and try to blame it on, and the media try to blame it on African Americans. And now that's wrong. And I'm thinking about like, okay, what's it, are we still fighting opposing forces? You know what I'm saying? Like it's something out there, man, that's controlling this. Like, who are these people that's coming out of nowhere that doesn't look like us, that's going out here that's angry and then insinuating violence, It's kind of, I'm just kind of makes me angry a little bit though, because you got people who work there and then they can no longer work at the Wendy's anymore because of that. So it's all trickle effect, man. We just gotta make better decisions, I believe, man. I mean, rest in peace to Rayshard Brooks, but damn, hate to hear that.
No, I totally agree. These people could have still had a job, and I know some people look down on it, or I said, well, it's just fast food, but it don't matter. That was still somebody's job that possibly was dependent on that, or somebody, how, and it's not getting any easy out here.
Oh yeah,
to find jobs out here, and it's not getting easy like that to go find jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't look down on people, that are trying to, to make it.
Exactly.
And in saying that, some people depended on that job. Y'all, I know a lot of people are shouting and clapping and having a good time, but I'm like, y'all don't know that could have been somebody's job that they needed for like doggone child support or
Mm-hmm.
to keep their car or whatever said thing. And now they out. I mean, you don't just jump on unemployment just like that. So
Exactly.
y'all gotta understand, y'all hurting yourselves. I don't blame the police for this one. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's more. See, right now this is just blind rage and anger. This ain't got nothing to do with no protest. This ain't got nothing to do with no. Excuse me. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like that right there. And this is something that I do worry about, because now you have it where it dilutes your your fight for what you're actually fighting for that could be the right cause. They're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, well, y'all were going around destroying properties and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the owner of that Wendy's, he didn't want to hear that.
Oh
Well,
no.
my bad, act. He didn't want to hear all that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's true.
I mean, like I said, yeah, we got to be more smart about these things, people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand, at the end of the day, that's still your city. You know what I'm saying? Getting in the fit or getting angry because getting in the fit and angry and destroying stuff that y'all never know one day y'all might need.
Mm-hmm. That's
So,
true. That's true. That's true. And that's like it's kind of reverse, like destroying our own economy, man. We trying to build up because I know we talked about these policies. Like one of the solutions is that I remember Dr. Claude Anderson in Partnernomics. He was like, if you invest in ourselves, invest in our communities, man. Just find a way to have a good, strong economic foundation structure. I think a lot of this stuff. Then we have, we can use our money and participate in political communities and different things like that. Like, you have the LGBT community, and people from different all areas, man, but they still fighting for one cause, right? For this equality. And it's like they moving and getting things done, and I feel like as we talked about this before we went on live, like as black men, and I mean, it's cool that the Black Lives Matter are speaking for us, but I don't see enough black men like going out and speaking up. You know what I'm saying? Like what we really want. I mean, it was the Black Lives Matter movement that was actually I think are probably getting the fact to get to defund the police. But I'm looking like defunding the police. It's like, isn't that? I don't know if that's a really a ultimate solution for what black men want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was listening to Sean James though, and Sean James was saying like, you need black fathers in the households and stuff like that. And I'm looking like, yeah, that's extremely important. Because I mean, we need to get back into our natural order. And I feel like the family won't be strong without the father in the household. And
right.
that's a big thing that's going on in our communities too. I mean, you think about like the HR departments is mainly ran by women. It's kind of very difficult for men to actually go out, especially a black man, to go out and I would say establish dominance, but to pretty much to work and scale up in the corporate America to the point that he can take care of his family. And I just think that in this country we invest too much in women as far as in resources, and that kind of like belittles the black man, because they looking like, okay, shoot, dang, she can like take care of things without me. So I just feel like we just need to, as black men, collectively together, just figure out what we want, and talk to the state legislators, you know. But that's why the only thing I think this is gonna reverse this. I mean, it's good at women speaking, but at the same time, though, like we need to do our part as well. I just feel like we kind of be sitting back. Like, what do you think about that? Do you think as black men we need to do more as far as like speaking up for our causes? Because it's the reason why I bring that up, because it's mainly like black men. I mean, I know some black women getting killed, but it's mainly like black men that's getting hands on and getting killed by the cops.
I want to say, and I told this to some men
Mm-hmm.
I told this during my show. I said, cis men, that's what they call straight men.
Right, right.
If you don't agree with the message, you need to go build your own.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go start your own. Get your own, propel your own voice.
All right.
And some men don't want to hear that. No, I'm just like, hey, I'm sorry, but I gotta just give it to y'all straight, no lube. That y'all gotta understand that. Listen, you're waiting for somebody to do it for you. That's the wrong answer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the wrong answer. You got to do some things on your own. You got to do some stuff on your own. And if you feel like, hey, you're not getting the proper representation, then you need to go ahead and. Granted, I think sometimes I feel like a lot of men are more so worried about, well, what can I do? And I mean, it's not about.
Right.
You're looking at the scale of how big the operation is, but sometimes it got to start with just one or two. It's one or two. I mean, I still see you put on some great shows, and you don't have to have a lot of people in your chat. You
Yeah.
just got to just stick and believe in what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just believe in what you're doing, and you know what I'm saying. That's the point of being a man. That's the semblance of being a man. Is when
True.
you believe in what you're doing, regardless if anyone is there, and you're sticking to it. You stick to it, and you have that integrity. So
Yep.
regardless if they rock with you or not, if they believe in you or not, you're still going to be doing what you need to be doing. And you're not going to lose the faith in what you're doing. And some men don't have that type of balance,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard, it's hard. And that's why I always try to encourage brothers and men, like, hey man, like I'll tell you stuff like little things like, hey man, go get a better microphone, or what I'm saying, go pick up a camera or stuff like that. And
Right.
I'll give them little hints, and I'll say, try putting in a little bit of music in the background, or doing
Mm-hmm.
different stuff, or start networking with people, and you'll start seeing it don't start off big at first, but as time goes on, you'll start seeing the difference.
Yes.
You'll,
Yeah. Yep.
you know, but you got to be willing to put yourself out there and try, and that's how it is for a lot of us brothers, man. And I listen. I didn't always have it easy either. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
always have it easy, and neither did you. But we're out here trying. So, brothers and sisters that are listening, you know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to put something on the cross, and but especially for you black men, I'm gonna tell you right now, a woman ain't gonna respect you if you wait for her to save you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot harder, man. And that's just that's just the way it is. Sometimes you wait for the woman to hopefully pick you up and do right, pick your own self up,
Mm-hmm.
do right for yourself.
Yeah. I totally agree, man. Like I said, it's just sad with his brother we went through. Because I don't know, just somebody, you get kind of tired, BOT, we just talking about this over and over again. I know it's part of like our channel and stuff, and we talk
Uh-huh.
about the news, the political commentary, but this is like, damn, man, like I mean, pandemics is just more than enough, and then you still got people still getting slain by the police. It's like Jesus, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to
Yep.
think, I don't, because like the thing is, we don't know nothing about Rayshard Brooks. We don't know nothing about him. We don't know what he did in the past. We don't know how he grew up. I probably understand why he was drinking. I mean, should we do it? Maybe he probably did it for the good time. Maybe he did it because he was stressed, depressed. We've been through that situation before, man.
Right.
It's just that Carson stacking in his favor in that particular night, man.
Right.
Because 27-year-old man. Like I
He
said,
was
he
young.
probably right, very young. He probably had ain't no telling, what he could have done, if he decided to change his life or anything like that. Or maybe he was a great person. Who knows, man? But it's just the fact that another life is gone because of their decisions. And it's just
Right.
amazing how, like, the stuff that you do, it affects not only you, your family, but it affects everyone else that's affiliated with you and people that you don't even know, an emotional level. It's just amazing how that is, man. And it's just like I just feel like that's just another brother, man. That's just that could have been used for us in the cause. Like I don't know, he could have had a mentor. He could have had all kinds of stuff going on for himself, man. He just probably made one bad night, man. So and I understand, like nobody wants to get arrested. Like you don't want that on your record. Ain't no telling, but it's probably a lot of motivations why he decided to resist.
No, no, no. That's true. And
Yeah.
making sure can y'all see me?
Okay.
Uh, but one of the sad things about it is and I try to and like even with the said access and money and stuff that I have and do,
Mm-hmm.
and I still stay home
Mm.
because it only takes a second for something to go wrong.
Amen. Yep.
Not to say I'm scared to go outside. It's just that I try to make my home comfortable where I can drink or talk or act however I want to act, and I'm in my own space. And right now, I'm here and I'm eating my dinner and playing my game, and the family's on the other side. And sometimes I try to tell a lot of brothers, this is why you got to find your peace. You got to find your peace, and you got to learn how to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like This could have gone so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
This could have gone so many different ways. And no, I'm not. I don't want the cop to have shot him,
Right.
but I also understand the ramifications of your actions.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people gonna say, "Well, the cops need to do this. The cops need to do that." I also told one person, if you had been his friend, would you have let him take his keys and drive?
Yeah. Exactly.
Because if he, let's say he were to drive, and I'm not blaming him, the victim, but I'm just being honest that I've known plenty of people who have driven and have killed people,
Mm-hmm.
while they were driving. They hit a family and killed everybody in the family, and they walk away. And
Yeah.
all they said, "Well, I'm so sorry." Well, guess what? That whole family's gone. That whole family's dead now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have family members that have done that also. So I'm like, listen, like, these kind of things, drunk drive, I take serious.
Yes.
If I'm drinking, listen, I'll tell y'all right now, if I'm drinking, many times y'all see me drink, y'all see me
I'm
jump in no
sitting
car.
down. No.
Yeah, you ain't gonna never see BMT got my keys, time for me to go. No.
Yeah.
And
I do see that.
right. And I've seen, and like I said, this was a situation that literally could have gone so much differently. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
granted, yeah, he would have got a DUI,
Mm-hmm.
and I know Georgia, they're strict on the DUIs.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you get one ticket. One ticket in Georgia is like two tickets actually. They give you two
Yes.
tickets.
You got to
They
pay the
give you
superseded ticket, and when you get a speeding ticket, it's ridiculous.
so you get two tickets that you got to pay in Georgia.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, he was already screwed.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you can do is say, "Yo, I might just get ready to go get a lawyer or whatever," because I already know that I'm going to eat this ticket. That I
Yeah.
already know that is the way it's going to play out,
Yep.
and it is what it is.
But then again, too, we don't know if his license was suspended. It's all kinds of stuff, man. I just, and he probably was like, no, man, I ain't trying to get, and we don't know too if that, hey, well, I'm pretty sure he knew about the George Floyd situation. So he probably like, listen, man, this is gonna be in my favor. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get away from them. It could be all kinds of things, man. So, because I don't want hopefully he wasn't using that as leverage though, but it's a reason for everything, and
Right.
I was just like, damn, man. But I'm just looking. I want to really focus on the future of the state of black man. I know this is not every black person, and I know Candace Owens, she was stating that we uplifting like George Floyd as a matter in the community, which is not true. It's just the fact that we just kind of this trend that we've been seeing in the media of African Americans getting slain by the police for low level offenses is getting us upset. We never said he was a role model or a leader. Now, don't get me wrong. There was some points that she made that okay, yeah, you have some rioters, you got people who doing that had no business doing. Okay, but you gotta understand, we only make up what 12 to 13% of the population. So of course, we are a small fraction in America. It's just the fact that and it is. I did look it up. White people do get killed more by the cops than black people, but at the same time, though, we don't. It's just that when you have like a low number of people getting killed, though, like by law enforcement on an alarming rate, feels like that's a huge issue, and that's something that we need to discuss. It's not right. It's not cool. So I just think that she was kind of contradictory on that. Because like, did you even did you listen to her speech about that when she was going
Uh,
on 18-minute video?
I've heard a little bit of it, and my rebuttal is to this: when you go in to a doctor and they said, "Hey, you got lung cancer,"
Right.
but then all of a sudden he starts talking about testicular cancer.
Mm-hmm.
In your mind, you're going like, "What does that have to do?" Well, what I'm bringing up to you right now, I got lung cancer. Why are you talking about testicular cancer?
Right.
So we're not saying that what she said was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at it like, Candace, like the hell you talk about? We have been talking about this issue since we've been in this country. And possibly if this issue would have gotten addressed more so sooner, we would probably not be praising. And doggone, because mind you, when the just is unjustly being persecuted, then after a while, you tend to start rooting for the unjust that are punishing those who are just.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, shit. If you're gonna look at me like a criminal, then be damn, I have to. And I don't want. Listen, man, I don't want people to commit crimes. I don't want people going around there hurting people. I don't want none of that stuff.
Right.
I don't. But I have seen it. I have watched it. I've had it happen where when I have tried to be a upstanding citizen, I have been pulled over by the cops. I've had my stuff, all the stuff in my car, my CDs, my receipts, my paperwork, all my stuff empty out of my car in the wet, dark night and thrown out. And the cop, okay, get right back in his car and leave.
Yeah.
And I've had all that kind of stuff happen to me. And I'm like, what can I do? I'm just a black man. So it's a frustrating feeling that you feel powerless for those if they wear a certain badge. And I'm not even going to say white cop. I'm just going to say that certain people have abused those who don't have certain said powers. So
that's true.
You know, so we gotta. And some people would say that's not true. We're all equal. If we're all equal, then tell me why is it that LGBT is pushing for certain stuff for them to have to where they can't unbiasedly get pushed out of a job? Then that would mean. So that's why whenever people be talking about, well, why are y'all doing that? They're all equal. And I'm like, if we're all equal, then why are certain people getting certain said stuff passed for them and their people? Then that means the system ain't equal. But, you know.
I agree, man. I agree. Well, like I said, I will play the video, but I don't know if I want to right now. But I'll send it to you though on Messenger and everything. It's about 27 minutes long.
Oh,
but yeah, I actually seen like this 10-minute version of it. You know, this is actually everything, like, you know, but this is just like I want a key thing when people to see the dialogue between Rayshard Brooks and the police. Because I think what the video was surfacing on the internet was just him running away, shooting at the cop with the you know, the taser. So, and you see him getting shot and killed. So you be like, of course, like that's wrong, you know. So we gotta look at the whole big picture, you know, why these certain things are happening. But man, I'm probably gonna end this because I got other mini videos I want to go in here and make. I don't want to be here too long. I know you got other videos to make, but I just want to just get your own perspective on this, man.
Well, I just try to tell people, like, listen, sometimes take a break from looking at a lot of negativity and stuff on here because it will sometimes eat at you and drag you down. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the human mind and psyche is not meant to keep on absorbing that. It's just not. It literally starts causing depression.
Right.
So a lot of y'all be careful. This is why y'all see depression is so high. People praise and elevate negativity and different other said stuff. So be very mindful, everyone, if you're watching this or you're seeing other said type of controversy content, you know, be very mindful. That stuff, it's just like music. You play it enough, after a while, it starts getting to you. So that's all I gotta say.
That's true, man. Just gotta be careful what you put in your subconscious mind, man, because that can manifest to reality. But like I said, you still got to be informed and watch out what type of news that you receive too. Because that can be deceiving as well, man. So, you know, a lot of them have their own different agendas, you know, they want to push off. Or so because I know this is a vulnerable time right now. You know, I mean, a lot of people at home unemployed, so it's a lot of stuff going on right now, and emotions are high, especially with the George Floyd situation and the riots and protesting. So like I said, my previous videos, I did talk about different solutions, especially with just DeAndre. I think get him on here pretty soon. But you know, it's solution to all of this, man. You know, I just believe that, you know, I mean, people say, you know, boycott and withdrawing money from big corporations. Yeah, that'd be cool too. But, you know, supporting others, supporting our own, like other big power, like race people do, you know. So if we can get back into that, man, I know it's going to be difficult because, you know, sometimes you know, I kind of fall victim to this too. Sometimes you have difficult trusting your own people when it comes to like business, you know. You're like, okay, are they going to, you know, cross me over and this type of stuff? So you kind of feel more acceptable, more better than doing business transactions with people that doesn't look like you. So that's a lot of that has to, you know, we got to eliminate from as well, or balance it out and everything, man. Because I feel like as black men, I mean, this is what we need. We need to really like I said, put our minds together on this, man. Like me and you dialoguing, like you working hard, and other people, man, just doing things behind the scenes and stuff. Protesting, which is good, which is gives awareness. But at the same time, no, we got to create this end goal, because that's the style. Because I'm thinking that this is bigger than us. This is more for like our children.
Like,
You know, but yeah, all this is important. Miss Phillips said this a long time ago. She said, "Good job, Ronnie, with getting information out. I appreciate you listening. Thank you. Share this. Wow, I haven't seen her in a long time, but thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so you know,
thank you.
and that's what that is, you know, on BMT, man. And it can be draining at times, though. But like I said, I appreciate you like uplifting me up, you know what I'm saying, and helping me out, and giving me advice and things I need to do with my life and everything, man. As far as like finance, real estate, little things like that, I appreciate that, man. You
No
know,
problem, bro. I'll always be here, man.
yeah, man.
That's
Yes, because that's great information. But yeah, BMT. Any closing remarks you want to say, man? You know, as far as like the state of black men, or
uh, I would honestly tell them, you know, take your time, think.
right,
You know, there's no rush, and sometimes we make said mistakes as men, as young men, and we got to just own them.
right,
And you know what? Be thankful for what you have, and if you don't drink and drive, and actually be more mindful of what you say and do.
true, true, yep. Well, that's all I really say. I'm actually make some more videos later today, probably my 2 or 3 videos. I'm gonna give the news out here. So you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe to me. Subscribe to my boy BMT. You literally just type in BMT. Actually, Black Male Talk. You know, I think basic military training don't even show up. Like it just be.
I be swearing, man. They be killing me. If you put in hashtag BMT blog, I'll also come in.
Yeah.
Man, I'd be like, yo, dude, like people be like, oh man, this is a military training video. I'm like, no, I'm like, I said, okay, basic military. Okay. I'm like, literally, I was waiting for Uncle Santa her to call me and have a lawsuit for me.
That
Just
is
been called.
hilarious because you said that he had a commander had to call you. Like, wait a minute, are you doing military videos? Like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, that literally screwed with me for a while, and they
Yeah.
wanted me to change my name. I'm like, nah, y'all change y'all name then. The hell with that. I'm like, ain't nobody looking up y'all videos like that. Like, come on now.
No, I mean, yeah, it ain't. Nah, it's you get it.
Y'all videos what they show on YouTube ain't nothing that they do actually there. So they can miss y'all with
Exactly.
it.
Man, when I got there, I'm looking like what?
They don't even show y'all what they do. That's what I'm saying. Like, ain't nobody. No. As I said, y'all change y'all video first, buddy.
Yeah, bro. I mean, at least you give some content out. I was like, damn, I was looking at some military videos, but I actually like what this dude was saying. That's why you getting subscribers.
I think that's where a good few thousand of my subscribers come from.
Yeah.
They think that they're like, man, the military don't talk about this, and I'm like, So I get it I get it.
Right.
But yeah, but no, I'll never forget that I did have a military. I did have a military commander call and speak with us about the channel, and
Right.
I was like, shit. Well, y'all change y'all name. I'm not changing mine. And I'm like, this is YouTube, buddy. Everything's fair game out here.
Right.
So,
Right. Man, I remember you doing those Bible stories, man. That was cool too. I mean, you used to do it
I
like
want to go back.
every day.
I'm thinking about going back to that. I haven't
Yeah,
decided yet.
yeah. Because I was looking like, damn, man, I didn't really think of it like that. I was like, yeah,
Those were the days. I mean, you brought back. I used to
it's,
have that. I used to have church boy confessions.
yes,
Um,
yes,
so there was a lot of stuff that I greatly enjoyed just talking about. And I still do. I still do. And I try to tell that's the beauty of it when you're running and building your own stuff.
mm-hmm.
It doesn't, you're not influenced by outsourced things that can change you. Just like the
Exactly.
movement, the movement or stuff that's going on, or people say, "Oh, well, young Link, you need to stop doing this and not doing that." They're gonna be like, "You can be like, who's you?" Because we spoke our piece, and we're done.
Right. Did you guys watch the Dave Chappelle special?
That was
No.
very powerful. That was very powerful.
So you watched that BMT? I
Eight
gotta
four, 846. Yeah.
846. I'm gonna have to actually watch and do a review on that. So what was it about basically?
Dave Chappelle, uh, and Dave Chappelle actually goes over uh his set thoughts of everything that's been going on since
Okay.
George Floyd,
Okay.
and he talks about that, and he also addresses a lot of stuff, a lot of things,
Okay.
and so he, I must say, out of everybody, YouTube and content, or sport, or people on ESPN, out of everybody, I'm sorry, Dave Chappelle made more sense than all of them combined. He made
Mm.
more sense in less, and I was 10 minutes. Listen, in just about 10 minutes, he made more sense than everybody.
That was a 10 minutes. So it's okay. It's a special. Basically, he talking about
Yeah,
dressing everything.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check that out. I can check it on YouTube, I guess, or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna get up out of here. Thank you for people on Facebook. BMT, everybody, man. So I'm gonna come in here later on today. You guys take care, man.
See you guys.
All right, see you.